In my video today, I'm going to talk about the one thing that will completely transform your morning routine. So whether you're conscious about it or you know about it or not, we each have an evening routine. And let's just think about that for a second. So what is it that you're doing between the hours of 6 and 9 o'clock each night? And if you're still awake, what are you doing between the hours of 9 and 11 o'clock each night? Are you someone that is scrolling social media endlessly until you get to a point of going, I should have been in bed hours ago? I completely feel this one because I've been there and I've done that. Or are you someone that's pouring yourself a glass of wine and sitting down on the couch to watch Netflix, which isn't a problem per se. However, if your goal is to lose weight and you are ending up pouring that whole bottle and drinking that whole bottle, then you're simply sabotaging yourself in that sense. And both of these things are a routine. And eating late into the night, that is your routine. Research shows that if you're able to create a 10-minute routine, just 10 minutes, that you're able to follow to the best of your ability each night, or as many nights as you possibly can, that you will be able to fall asleep faster and stay asleep for longer. Why, you might ask? Because having a consistent routine that you're able to follow on most nights works in with your circadian rhythm, and it actually is signaling then to your mind and to your body that it's time to go to sleep, it's time to go to bed. So are you ready to hear the one thing that will completely transform your morning routine? Pick your bedtime. Now I'm going to say that again. Pick your bedtime. And perhaps that sounds silly, but it really works. It provides structure to your day and it allows you to own your mornings. And when I say pick your bedtime, you're probably thinking in your mind, that's so easy. I'm going to go to bed at 10 o'clock or I'm going to go to bed at 10:30. It's not that easy. There is so much more involved than just plucking out a time that you're going to go to bed each night. So for us to get the best possible sleep each night, I'm going to work off a figure of about 7.5 hours of sleep. And that's just the time that we need to actually be asleep. So you then need to consider things such as, how long does it actually take me to get to sleep? And what things do I need to do to then be able to fall asleep easily? What things do I need to do to get into the zone to fall asleep? Is it things like, do I need to journal? Do I need to read? Do I need to do a meditation or listen to some relaxing music that then helps get my body into, and my mind and my body into a space where I'm easily able to fall asleep? Because we want to be doing things that help us to turn or to switch off our brain, especially on, some of those days where we just find that we've had monkey mind, or we've been rushing around like crazy. We often need something that's just going to help calm our nervous system and put us in the best possible position to be able to fall asleep. So in order to determine our sleep time, we then need to ask ourselves, what time do we want to be waking up in the morning? And in order to work out this equation, we then need to ask ourselves, what time do I need to leave in the morning? Or what time do I need to be awake to then get all the stuff done that I would like to get done in the mornings, to be able to prepare myself to have the best possible day that I can have, to then be able to walk out the door. So think about things such as, eating breakfast, journaling if you like to journal in the morning, a meditation if you like to wake up and have a meditation in the morning. Maybe you have pets, you have dogs, so walking the dogs. If you have a family, so making sure that the kids are ready, that they're up, they're ready, they're on schedule to get out of the door before school, to get you to school on time. Going for a walk or any type of movement that you want to do in the morning to just set yourself up to have the best possible day. So I'll use myself as an example here. So the days that I have little miss, I need to leave home at 8:30 in the morning to be able to get little miss to school on time. So I can't just wake up at 8 a.m. and be out the door by 8:30. That's actually just not possible for me. There's things that I would like to achieve each morning before I actually leave the house. I like to do a meditation when I wake up. I just find that really sets me up for the day. I like to go into the kitchen and have my hot lemon and salt drink. I like to do training in the morning. I then like to have a little bit of peace and quiet to myself in the mornings. I like to cook my breakfast and then eat it, at a pace where I'm not feeling flustered and stressed out. I also like to, if little miss is not already awake, I'm waking her up with enough time that she's able to get herself ready and out the door on time. So there's a lot of elements there that I need to take into consideration when I'm then considering what time I need to wake up in the morning. So I would say that would usually take, two or so hours, maybe 2.5 hours. And if I'm, actually factoring in some time that I, stated that I actually like to have to myself in the mornings, then, I'm going to add on an extra half an hour to 45 minutes. So for me, that then makes it a 5:45 wake-up call for myself. And I'm somebody that, I like to snooze for about 5 minutes. And what I use this snooze time for is literally just to give myself a couple of moments to completely wake up. I'm giving myself just that extra little bit of time to kind of allow myself a few moments, get my bearings, where am I, and to, be awake. So if I'm then choosing a 5:45 a.m. wake-up time, that then means, if I go back that 7.5 hours, that then means that I need to be in bed, asleep by 10 o'clock. And that's not hopping into bed by 10 o'clock. That's me wanting to be asleep by 10 o'clock. This part is then very individualized to each and every person. Ask yourself, how long does it actually take you to fall asleep each night? I'm usually hopping into bed around 9:30ish. And that's actually I know that that's actually a really good time for me because it's almost like clockwork in a sense. I'm already starting to yawn around, 9:30ish. So my body is already telling me, hey, it's time to go to bed. My eyes are getting heavy, and I'm just getting that feeling that I want to go to bed. So let's start being honest with ourselves. And I want you to be really honest with yourself. What time do you need to wake up each day to be able to set yourself up to have the best possible day that you can have? None of this rushing around like a crazy headless chook in the mornings. What time, be honest, do you need to get yourself up for you to do the things that you really want to do and really want to achieve in each morning for you to have the best possible day that you can have? So let's set ourselves up for success by choosing and by picking our bedtime the night before. So let's work it out right now. Just by the information that I've provided in this video, you're going to be able to work out what time you should be falling asleep and then what time that you yourself need to be able to fall asleep. So what time do you need to get into bed to get yourself ready, whether that's, reading or doing some sort of relaxation type of, breathing or focused exercise, just to be able to then fall asleep easily. Let's start prioritizing ourselves and really giving ourselves the best chance at living our best life. And this one tip will absolutely transform your life. I know this for sure because I implement and use this strategy myself. Because having a consistent bedtime then leads to having a consistent wake-up time, which then leads to having a better sleep, which then in turn leads to having a better day. And that itself then leads to having a better life. And I don't know anybody out there that can tell me that they don't want to have a better life. So your challenge today, if you choose to accept it, is to use the information I've provided within this video to choose and to pick your bedtime. And I then want you to implement it, action it, and try it for the next 7 days and see how it goes. And let's see the changes that you're able to make within your life. And let's see those results start rolling in. Thanks for listening.